this is the final episode of Wrong Turn. Not gonna lie to you, man. I'm nervous. I'm nervous for what you're gonna say. I'm nervous for how you guys are gonna take the ending, because this is just off the top of our head. We don't plan this out. It's in the moment. So I'm nervous to see where we go from here. So with that being said, I am Red, as always. And this is Arrow, the man who truly believes the Nintendo Wii is superior to the Nintendo Switch. But I digress. With that being said, are you ready for the finale for Wrong Turn?
Oh, I'm ready.
All right, perfect. So, we just watched the last 2 minutes, so that way we got caught up, because as you guys saw from the video, we're taking a week off. So we had to check where we were at. So, here's the scenario. All right. Chop the trap didn't go off, because I'm assuming it's weight distributed, where it takes a certain amount of force to set it off. Yeah. So if I chop it, there's no force to it. So I say, fuck it, climb the tree. I'm hitting the bells, and they assume I tripped it myself. So like I said, you're, what do we say, 10 minutes ahead of me, because I can't scream at you.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, so you're 10 minutes ahead of me. So let's assume I can see a little bit of you. Like, let's say I know vaguely where you are. So where you're at, the archer's above you. So you're focused on him. You're not looking at me. You're focused on that archer. I'm focused on you, and I'm focused on Brute C. So I'm hitting the bells, and I see him coming. He walks past me, because he's assuming we darted where we went. So I slowly scroll down, and I hit the ground, and I can't run at him, because there's leaves.
Yeah.
So, this is where we left off. I told you since episode 1 that if I'm going to take somebody out, I'm taking somebody out. Let's assume, now we're going to do, like, size difference. I'm 5'11", 200 pounds. Brute C, let's say all the brutes, both the brutes, are, like, at least 6'5", at least 250. They're huge. They're brutes.
Yep.
I'm not going to take that man with his strength. I'm not going to. So all I got is, what the fuck was that you gave me?
I believe it was a hatchet.
Yes, okay, so I got the hatchet in hand. My goal is to take his Achilles heels out. I'm going to die, or I'm taking his Achilles heels out. So, Brute B is still off somewhere. Oh, he was that way 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's assume he also heard it, and he's making his way. So, it goes... So, okay, here we go, guys. So, it's me. So, it's the tree here. Me. Brute C. You and the archer. Do you trust I'm taking Brute C out? So, I'm going for it. I'm saying it right now. I'm going for his Achilles heel. I'm going for it. You aren't going to change my mind. How do you see it planning out?
Well, since I'm not physically there...
Yep.
I'm hoping you succeed.
Okay.
I really am.
Okay.
Because then I'm stuck with all three of them if you don't.
Oh, God damn it. Okay. I'm panicking right now. Okay. Let's say the Lord himself blessed me. The Lord himself. Thank you, Jesus. Let's say the Lord himself blessed me to take him out. Okay. So I'm assuming they can't speak. They make grunting noises. From what we've seen in the videos, they make...
Well, besides like 6, I think. 6 was weird.
Right. So I took him out. Let's say the God above allowed me to take him out. So Brute C, I took out his Achilles heel and he collapsed. And then I put my knee on his back, lift his hair, and I slit his throat. I got it. But now... God, it's very unbelievable. But let's say it happened. Let's say I went Rambo on that shit. So, now, I took C out. So now we got B and Archer. Do you want me to run toward you, causing noise for the Archer to... Because if the Archer's watching you and he sees me running at you, he knows you're in that vicinity. And if he sees me, he can take me out.
Yeah.
I'm fucking done. So my immediate thought right now is I gotta climb back up that tree. Because I need to wait to see where Brute B is. So let's say I slit his throat, climb back up the tree, but I don't see Brute B yet. What are you doing with the archer? How are you figuring out where this archer is? Because I gotta trust you fully.
Alright, so I have no weapons, I believe.
Correct.
Like, I don't think I have a knife.
Nope. Nope.
I can't just carry a fucking pocket knife on me at all times in this scenario, huh?
Nope.
I mean, I'm just staring at the trees, just still trying to find them. Can't find them. I hear them, though.
Yes.
I just can't find them.
Yes. So what are you looking for?
The slightest movement in the trees. Looking for different colors because they're obviously not blending in with the trees because they wear hillbilly clothing.
Correct.
And if I remember correctly, the archer wears like, not waders, but like the jeans slacks type things
yes.
with a red shirt.
Yeah.
I believe is what he wears.
So
I'm just looking for colors.
Correct.
In the trees to try and find them.
Correct.
Still haven't found them yet.
Nope.
I'm still in the like. What did we call it? Did we call them like bamboo shrubs or some shit?
Yeah,
We're just in like pine.
Brushels like
yeah.
that. Yes.
So I'm just still hiding there, just waiting for you.
So how are you not nervous that he sees you?
Oh, yeah, I'm extremely nervous and scared. Like I know he's somewhere, but
correct.
I can't see him. He probably sees me.
Yep.
He just probably doesn't have a clear shot, which is good in my favor.
Correct.
Because I have no idea what happened with Brute C that you saw.
Correct. Because
I don't know you killed him.
Right. Correct.
And then Brute B's fucking 10 minutes ahead of me and 20 minutes ahead of you.
Yep.
So, yeah, I don't know, man.
Okay, so we're stuck in this scenario. So, right now, I'm thinking what I have to do. I'm not gonna lie to you. My immediate thought is to be the diversion. Like, the only way to get the archer out is for you to see where he is.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry. I am sorry. I think this is it. I think this is where I die. Because I'm gonna make as much noise as I can. I'm sorry. I took C out. I took C out so I can die knowing I helped you. But
well, you might not die. You might take an arrow just to the fucking shoulder and be said and done.
So okay. So let's go with that. Let's say I don't die, but I do have to cause a distraction.
Yes.
So I'm running toward you. I know where you are, so I'm running toward you, but I don't want you to be spotted, just in case he doesn't know where you are. So I'm gonna lay down, get leaves going, screaming, because I know how big Brute C was. Now I know how big Brute B is, and we know Archer is slender and tiny.
Yep.
So if you're looking, I'm hoping to God, if I'm making all this noise, it's to help you out. So let's say you do. Let's say we make a mental connection where you're like, all right, Red's being fucking dumb, but it's for a reason. So you're sitting there. And let's say I take an arrow to the knee. I'm not going to be able to walk. So I'm fucking, but you see where so let's say you see where the arrow came from, and you now know where he is. What's your next move?
Alright, so since we're in the woods,
yeah,
there's obviously sticks, leaves, branches, rocks. I'm going to try and find a semi-decent rock that I can throw far as shit.
Okay.
Once I see where that arrow comes from, and I see that it hits you,
yep,
what I'm doing is I'm finding that perfect rock, and I'm hoping the Lord God Almighty himself fucking blesses me like he blessed you somehow.
Yeah.
I'm going to fucking chuck that rock up in the trees. Hopefully it hits him.
Okay.
And it makes him fucking tumble onto the ground.
Okay.
And ooh, where do we go from there?
Yep. Let's say it works.
Because do I run to you? Because I know that's not putting him down for good.
Correct.
The question is, do I run to you?
Yep.
Or do I run to him, put him in a fucking chokehold?
Correct. But also
try and put him out.
Also, I still got the hatchet.
Yeah.
So
that's what I was saying. Like, do I go to the hatchet, go to you, get the hatchet, and go back to him.
I'm telling you right now, if I because I'm gonna focus because this is gonna be terrible pain.
Oh,
but I'm gonna be focused on you. And I see you throw the rock. He falls right on his stomach. It knocks the wind out of him. Let's say it gives us like a half a minute. I'm gonna take that hatchet and I'm gonna scream your name, and I'm gonna throw it not at you but in front of you. Obviously, you're running to the hatchet, but are you gonna take that split second to give him time? Because remember, he fell in the stomach, but he might have the reaction to pull an arrow out, and so you got seconds before he pulls it. So he reloads an redraws an arrow, because he's either going to go for me or he's going to go for you. You have the hatchet. So let's say you're halfway to him. Let's say I throw it, you run up, you grab it, but you're like 2 feet away from him. No, realistically, I think you'd be like 5 feet. Let's say you're 5 feet away from him, but 5 feet away from me. But you have the hatchet, and he's slowly getting up. He's on all fours. What are you doing?
Well, I don't think I could dive 5 feet, so
correct.
That's not an option.
Correct.
The only thing I can think of is hope to God I can throw that fucking axe like Kratos and just fucking stick it in him somewhere.
Okay. So
fucking. Ugh.
So let's say, God damn, I don't want to say. Okay, so let's go back to the part where I gave you 3 different scenarios. So you grab it, you throw it, and you miss. But he's still hyper fixated on you. So you throw and you miss, but he's hyper fixed on you. You throw and you hit him, but he's still getting up, and it didn't phase him. Or you run to me. You say, fuck it, I'm going to run to Brock with the hatchet. What are you doing in all 3 scenarios?
Well, if I miss,
Yep.
I'm going fucking old school ground combat.
Yep.
Fucking gonna try and choke him out. Hope he doesn't fucking. Because I believe in the movies he carries a fucking knife in his hip too.
A hunting. Yep.
So, if I do see it, I can fucking take it out myself and fucking. But if I don't see it, I have the possibility of getting stabbed in anywhere in my body.
And then if you die, I'm fucking dead. So, option A, we're both dying. Is that what you're saying?
If I see the knife, no. If I don't see the knife, yes.
Okay.
So there's like a split scenario with that.
Okay.
If I hit him and he's still getting up,
yep.
He's obviously gonna be hurting. Did it just hit him like the back side of it, or did it?
Let's say it's lodged right in his ribs.
Oh.
Like you fucking chucked that shit, and it like hit him right in the ribs, and you can see that it's fucking stuck. Like he can't move because it's stuck, but he's still getting up.
I think at that point I'd still rush towards him, fucking try and just rip that shit out, make him go back down, and fucking right back in.
Because if it were me, he would have the knife. Because if he's shooting, because if it's me, because how I shot an arrow when I was younger, I shot with my left hand.
Yeah, I shot with my right.
Okay, so would he have it on his? So let's assume that he matches you. Let's assume he shoots with his right arm. Is that knife on his right side? Because that's how I picture he fell. That's how I picture it. So how he fell, on his stomach, and he's on all fours. You're to his right, and I'm like off a little bit. Yeah. So I'm 5 feet that way, and you're 5 feet this way. So you hit him on the right side.
So with shooting with my right, I don't think I'd have my knife on the left side of me. I think I'd just have it like if I'm going combat style holding a knife, my knife thing's gonna be sideways to where I can just pull it out like this instead of trying to like angle my fist up like this and pulling it out like that.
So you're saying that's gonna be so you're gonna see that knife then? because I doubt he's got his shirt over it, because he's not going to lift up his shirt to get the knife. He wants it there.
Well, it's good. That would depend if I see it whether or not, because like we're already anxious and scared as fuck, so I might not notice the simplest details of it.
Correct.
So it's like a 30-70% chance that I don't see that knife.
Okay. Okay.
With being in that panicked state and shit.
Because if you put him in a chokehold, because from my experience in competition and everything, what you want to do is you want to put your backpack in. And what that means is you get on his back, you put him in a rear naked, but you take your feet and you put it on the inside and you like shoot your legs straight back, causing him to flatten out. That would be what I would tell you to do. Like if I see you run at him, because I'm hyper fixated on you, the adrenaline's still going, so it doesn't hurt that bad. So if I see you run and you get his back, then I'm gonna scream, lock in your backpack. And then you're like, what's that? I'm like, flatten this shit out. So you're gonna flatten him out. And as you got him, I have a split second to get to you. Because I think if you flatten him out, you're gonna see his arm flailing, because you want to make sure he's out.
Yeah.
So you're gonna see his arm flailing, but I feel like you would notice him reaching for a knife. And I feel like you can't do anything because you got him locked in.
No, because you want to keep him fucking
yes,
locked
exactly.
in until he's
So
out.
I'm going to get up and I'm going to run at you. Okay? So let's say God blessed us and we're at this scenario where you got your backpack in and I run up to you in time to stop his knife. I'm not going to have you move, but I'm going to take the knife from him and slit his throat. Okay? So now he's dead. Okay. Thank God we're still alive.
Archer's dead.
Archer's dead, and
Brute
Brute
C.
C is dead. Okay. So now, the adrenaline's starting to wear off. My knee is fucked. But we have a knife and a hatchet. So,
And a bow and arrow.
yes, and a bow and arrow. Are we continuing straight? Because remember, we just encountered the traps. So are we still walking straight? Are we walking to the left? Or are we walking to the right, which essentially gets us back to the house? But again, you have to take care of me now. Because I have a bum right knee.
If we walk to the left, that's going towards Brute B, which we already saw.
Correct.
And we'd probably run into some more traps as well.
Correct.
Going straight, we'd probably just run into some more traps. Not so sure about Brute B.
Okay.
Why are we calling them Brute B and Brute C when it should be A and B?
Well, because Archer's A, Brute B, Brute, and Brute C is just the lackey Brute.
I don't know.
Also, if we go right and essentially head back to the house, we took out 90% of them. So really, are we worried about... But again, we established the town is in on it, but nothing is near the town for like, what, we said about 3 hours? So...
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so you can't get me to a hospital. So basically, we just lost like a day's worth of travel if we go back to the house, to the town, and everything. So we can't do that exactly. So it's either go left toward Brute B or head straight into traps.
Because the only way we'd be able to go back to the house is if any of those vehicles in there
yes,
worked.
Correct.
That'd be the only way we're getting out of there.
Correct.
Because I don't want to take their truck because that could be fucking boot trapped.
Correct.
Just like Jeepers Creepers fucking van.
Right. Right.
Plus, I'm pretty sure they had, in one of the movies, they had like some sort of button or something they did to where it just fucking stalled their truck.
Fuck.
Ooh. Do we take the risk of checking the cars?
Honestly, if we go back and check the truck and it doesn't work, you have to leave me. I have a bum knee. You have to leave me. Like if we go back to the truck, and it's bummed out, you have to leave me, but you're leaving with a bow and arrow, a hatchet, and a Bowie knife. Are you leaving me? Are you staying with? So let's assume we say, you know what, fuck it. We gotta chance it. We got to, cause Brute B is coming towards us, so he's further behind than we are.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask you, where's the Brute? You're like, I don't know. And I'm like, all right. So let's assume that he's too far from us. Let's go back to the truck, because he didn't take the truck to come find us. He left the truck.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck it. Let's go check the truck. Option A. Truck is fine. And we fucking survive. And that's where I want us to leave. But we can't leave on that note. It's going to be too easy. So, truck doesn't work. Either they fucked it up somehow, they booby-trapped it or whatever. And I'm like, Arrow, you gotta leave me, man. This is it. Like, you gotta go back to my house. You gotta take care of my wife and my kid. But I'm like, dude, you got stuff to take care of you. But I gotta sacrifice myself one last time, and I'm wailing on that horn. So there we go. I'm wailing on the horn, and I tell you to go hide in the house. What are we doing? Are you going with that plan, or are you gonna try to venture into the woods and escape?
Oh, I'm not going back into the woods. Fuck that shit.
Okay, so that takes that option out.
So I don't think I'd go in the house either.
Okay.
So, because the woods is right there behind the house. So
Correct.
And we're gonna assume Brute B's maybe 10, 15 minutes away from the house and shit.
Yep.
You're laying on the horn.
I'm laying on that bitch.
I'm gonna find.
So you got 10 minutes to kill. What are we doing?
So while you're doing that, how many arrows do I have?
Let's assume 5. Let's say he had a full set of 6.
Okay.
So he took me out with 1. Let's assume.
So I have 5.
Yep, so you got 5. But you gotta be precise with that bow. Because if you miss him.
Because I'm obviously going to leave you with the hatchet. I'll take the knife and the bow.
Okay.
I'm going to go into that, like, huddle of, like, 20, 30 abandoned ass cars.
Okay, so how we had that set. So how we had that set is the truck is, let's say the truck is right here behind me. And I'm wailing on that because the front of the truck is this way, how the couch is. And I'm wailing on the steering wheel. So where I am is the driveway, the house. Behind the house is the woods, and behind me is where you're going to go hide, which is the field full of cars. Okay, so there we go. Picture set. I got the hatchet. I guarantee you that Brute's going to come at me. I can't get at his heels. I can't get at him. So the only thing I can do is hope I get at his ribs, his chest, or his face, but I know I'm dying. So let's say 10 minutes to kill.
Well, the thing is, the second I see him, before he even gets near that truck, I'm going fucking full archer mode and just fucking ching.
Now on the spot, I'm looking at you one last time because I see him coming. So I'm gonna look at you, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be crying because I see my death coming, and I look at you. If I look at you, and you get that gut feeling like this is it, on a scale of 0 to 100%. How confident are you that you can hit him with those 5 bow and arrows? With those 5 arrows?
With 5?
Yes, with 5.
That's like a
40% chance?
Now, I can possibly guarantee 2 or 3.
Okay.
Possibly.
Okay.
Probably more towards 2.
So I think what I'm going to tell you before you depart me is let me die. So this is exactly what I'm going to tell you. I'm like, Arrow, let me die, but I have a plan. When he comes at me, I'm going to go at his ribs. So that way, when it hits him, he's stuck with me. So that way he can't move or nothing. But I know he's going to choke me and snap my neck. So I'm dying this episode. I'm fucking dead. So, but I got the hatchet. I hit him in the ribs, and he feels it, but he can't move. But he's still got me. Let's say I got 5 seconds to live. How far are you? And where are you shooting?
Ooh.
How far are you? Because we didn't need you to be seen.
I don't want to say it was that far. Maybe 15, maybe 10 to 15 yards.
Okay.
And I do take those shots.
Okay.
Like, before he even gets to the truck, I'm taking those shots. Like, I'm going as he's moving. I'm at least guaranteeing 2 hits.
Where? Where are you aiming?
Preferably the legs to where he drops down.
Okay. Okay. So if he does
drop down,
then I got that
and then
throat.
Yeah.
Shit.
And then even if you do miss somehow,
yep.
You still at least got to swing. You're at least hitting him somewhere,
right.
Even if it's not the throat. I'm running to you with that knife, and I'm going for the fucking jugular.
Okay. Fuck. Okay. So let's say that happens. You shoot him in the leg, and he collapses. I swing. I don't get the throat, but I get his pectorals.
Yep.
Let's say I swing. I get a good shot, but I also got that backswing. And let's say I hit him with all my might, but it gets stuck in his shoulder. Like, I went for the neck, but it gets stuck here. So I get stuck there, and he still got me with that same arm that he's choking me with. I went and I hit. So I'm stuck in the right shoulder. And I see you running, and you got that knife. Let's say, because God helped us out twice, he's like, you fuckers are on your own. Let's say he gets you. So you're stuck with that knife. I'll tell you what I'm thinking, but I want to see where your head's at. So he's got you straight armed, and
I'm straight taking this from Game of Thrones.
Okay.
When is her name Annie? She became like the new masked one where she could turn into anybody, which was fucking nuts.
Okay.
But when she was facing the White Walkers, what she did is she was getting choked.
Yeah.
And she had the knife in her right hand. So she was getting choked while he was holding her hand.
Okay.
So what she did was drop the knife, catch it with her other hand,
damn!
And fucking.
Okay. This was where my head was at.
But if I'm gonna say, like this dude's too beefy, and I can't reach around to grab the knife.
Okay.
So I'm gonna, like, struggle as hard as hell to say your name, but I'm gonna drop the knife to you.
Okay.
And hope you catch it and fucking re-swing.
Okay.
And hit him.
Okay, so this is what I was thinking. He's got you straight armed. You still got that knife. You're gonna take that knife and you're gonna dig it into his forearm, and you want to pull it towards you. Because when it comes to your wrist, you want to go diagonal, not across. So because where my head is that I did the backswing, so my right arm is stuck. I can't reach that knife.
Oh, plus if I get close enough, that's gonna
correct
rip his fingers and completely loosen that hold.
So because his arm, what I'm thinking is so long and thick, the furthest you're going to get is to the middle of his forearm.
Right.
So I'm thinking if he's got you and you're like this, you're going to have to you're going to have to drop it, but be strong with that left. Because if you just we're both dead.
I'm not a lefty.
So what I'm thinking you're going to have to do is grab onto his wrist that's got you like that. You're going to have to go over, drop it, and pull it. Do you think we can do that in 10 seconds? Because that's what we got. I guarantee in that 10 seconds we're dead. But I can't say any of this because
none of us can.
Yeah, exactly. So are you going to be able to think of set on the spot?
Ooh. Well, because he just got me.
Yep.
I'm gonna say I was able to say your name.
Okay.
Or at least part of it, and you're trying to look up towards me.
Okay.
And I'm gonna drop the knife towards you. He's still gonna be fixated on. Is he still? So is he still fixated on you, or is he fixated on me now?
On you, because you just ran at him, so he's still caught on you. Again, I can also let go of the hatchet because it's stuck. I'm not pulling it out.
Yeah.
So I can let go of the hatchet, but he still got me.
And it's in the arm that he's got me with.
No, so my hatchet is stuck in the arm that he's got me with because I got the back swing.
Oh, okay.
So it's stuck in his right side.
So I ain't got no chance of reaching it.
Exactly. Also, I can't like reach or anything because I'm stuck here, so I can't like stretch out like I'm stuck here. I'm stuck here. And we got 10 seconds.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to try and pull that White Walker shit from fucking Game of Thrones.
I have to. So either we're what's our chance of survival in this situation?
Well, if I could pull off what you said,
yeah,
our chances go up a decent amount.
Okay.
like a good 70-30.
Okay.
Ooh. So we're gonna say okay. So we're gonna say I do that. Knife's in my right hand because I'm right-handed.
Yep.
I'm gonna reach underneath his arm, drop it. I'm gonna catch it with my left.
You can't drop that shit because
No.
you can't see it. So you gotta like okay.
I gotta fucking blind person this shit.
Yep. So let's say you grab it.
I just gotta fucking full send it. I gotta try and fucking swing that up, fucking pull, and fucking drag.
Oh. You know what? I think we should end this with letting the audience choose if we live or die. I think this is how we're. Yeah, I feel like that's from what you guys know of us. We gotta figure out if we're gonna live or die just from that. So, with that being said, this is how we are gonna end it. You guys choose in the comments if we live or die. I truly hope that we fucking live. But with that being said, I'm Red.
And I'm Arrow.
Tell us if we die.